Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here with a quick review on the Icon Mini Ratchet and Bit Set from Harbor Freight. This Ratchet and Bit Set is probably one of the best mini Ratchet and Bit Sets you can get. And also it's just such a very useful tool that I really love it, and I highly recommend you pick one up if you haven't already. So basically what it is it's a mini ratchet with these little quarter-inch hex bits, and you can use it as a screwdriver to screw down anything like that. It comes with this extension right here, so you can plug this extension into the end right here and then really torque down a screw more than it should be, like that. Or what you can do is take the bit out, and if you line up the little, these little indents right here on this, let's see if you can get it to focus. There's these little indents on the, let's see, I don't think it's gonna focus, but there's these little indents there. And if you line those up with the white thing, the little white marker on the ratchet, you can push through the extension into the ratchet itself and then use this as a T-handle. Now, I'm not a big T-handle type of guy. When I use my stuff, I typically just use a normal screwdriver. But this actually did come in handy for me a few times when I was using these Torx bits that come with it. These Torx bits are security bits. So you can use them for, they have the little hole in them, and you can use them for a lot of electronic stuff and things like that. So it comes really useful for that. I used that to take apart some electronic stuff a little while ago. And like I said, you can plug it into there. Or what I also like to do too is I'll take the Phillips head and you can just plug it into the end of the extension and use this like a screwdriver itself, like this. And so I do that a lot too. Sometimes you need the ratchet to add some extra torque onto it to break free the screw, and then you can just unscrew it like that. It has a locking flex head, so if you press this button right here, it turns into a flex head ratchet as well, which is pretty useful. I don't use it too much, but it is pretty useful. And then this little switch right here just changes the direction of the ratchet. So that's that way, that's that way. Let's see. One other thing, I like to put the extension in here. And if you do this, I've done some maintenance on my car where I had to do some stuff on the interior of it. And this works amazingly well, having a nice little extension like this mixed with the Torx bits down here. This is great for doing any kind of car interior work because there's so many of those Torx bits inside of my car. One other cool little party trick that this thing has on top of it is that it comes with this quarter-inch hex to quarter-inch socket adapter right here. So if you plug in this right here, this ratchet will now take quarter-inch sockets. So I have a 10mm socket right here, and I put in the socket right here, and now you can use it as a wrench. And I typically carry just this 10mm socket and this one right here, which is 9mm. I typically just carry those. You can put them in there like that and they'll fit, but I typically just toss them in my bag. So this is a really good combination, just carrying a 10mm socket with it. But one thing to note is that when you pull this socket off, the adapter comes off with it too. And it's pretty hard to wiggle it loose with your hand. So one more thing that I carry with me all the time is just a pair of pliers, and use these pliers to pull off the adapter from the socket. And so these pliers are just these little crescent pliers from Home Depot that I got a while ago. I know most people like the Nipix pliers that are kind of this size, but I don't know, I just walked into a Home Depot and got those one day. So like I said, you can put this on, put the socket on, now becomes a ratchet, and then put in the adapter. And then now you can really torque down a bolt if you need to, or break it loose if you want to with this. This also comes with a lifetime warranty, so you don't need to be afraid of breaking the ratchet. So I've definitely put more torque than I should have on before, but you know, it comes with the lifetime warranty from Harbor Freight. And so, like I said, I think this setup that I have all laying down right here, where you carry the ratchet inside of the case with the extension, just carry around a 10mm socket and then a pair of pliers, and then that's the best basically daily EDC that you can get if you need to carry around and fix things on the fly. This can basically fix anything you want. You can go even get more you can get more socket sizes too and carry those around if you want, but I think this works enough. These pliers work enough to, you know, break loose a few sockets if you need to. But I just carry the 10mm around with me because I think that's the most important one, or the most common one at least, that I run into. Okay, hopefully you liked the review. Like I said, I highly recommend this, and this setup right here is what I daily carry. And if you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.